Kim Kardashian appeared on Vanity Fair's Actor-On-Actor opposite Chloe Sevigny. There's just one problem. Kim K is not an actress. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. All right, here it is. That's right. Kim Kardashian appeared on Vanity Fair's little show that they do, Actor-On-Actor, where they interview each other. I actually remember this was a MySpace thing. I wonder how Vanity Fair got away with this, but I remember when I was growing up, MySpace would do that. They would take two stars of a movie and have them interview each other. My favorite one that I can recall, at least, is they did. Oh man, I'm gonna forget their names now. Jim Carrey and Steve Carell, because they had been in um, Horton Hears a Who, the animated series or the animated movie based on the Dr. Seuss book, and it was really fun to watch. They actually had really good chemistry. You know, it was a little surprising because you don't see either of them that way. They're both giant comedians and TV and movie stars, and here they are just going at it, talking about their favorite kinds of food. And of course, Jim Carrey made a big joke about that. And again, I want to reiterate, those two are actors. Even up to that point, they have had accomplished careers. Kim Kardashian is best known for trashy reality TV, having a leaked tape where she and her then boyfriend were doing adult things, which I don't care what Kris Jenner says. This is just my opinion. I think she leaked that tape, by the way. Anyway, my whole thing with this is it just shows how far we have fallen. I don't plan on watching this Actor-On-Actor because, like I said, Kim K is not an actress yet. Oh, Jacob, she was on American Horror Story. It's actually the perfect role for her because her and her sisters and her mom and her stepdad, who's now her stepmom, what have they contributed to society since the Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Absolutely nothing. Yes, they have their fashion and makeup brands. Who cares? There's literally hundreds of those. This is a group of people. I always say there's this thing called fake celebrity where a person is just famous for being famous, like George Clooney. Yes, I said it. I'm not taking it back. Or Jared Leto. Yes, I said it, and I'm not taking it back. It's really funny because you hear, those old bitter women on The View. They always say there's such a thing as pretty privilege, and it's like, okay, Kim Kardashian is a perfect example of that. Now, I'm not trying to be mean here, but come on, why is she on Vanity Fair? Chloe Sevigny is a real actress who has been on film, she's been on television, she's been in TV movies, she's won awards, which, I'm not big on Hollywood awards in general, but come on, this is an actual accomplished actress who has a really good filmography. I remember one of my favorite movies with her is Shattered Glass, about that journalist from the New Republic who he was just making up his articles, which is what it's kind of funny. He got fired from the New Republic for doing that. And now that's pretty much all the press does is they followed Glass. She played one of his editors, I believe, in the film, and she did a really good job. She was fantastic in it. And of course, she was in American Psycho. Now, as I said in my review of that movie, which you can find on my website, StudioJakeMedia.com, I don't think it's as good as people say it is. But she was good in it. She played the main character, Patrick Bateman, who's of course played by Christian Bale. She played his secretary, who kind of gets a crush on him, not of course knowing that he is this psychopath. And I really thought she did good in that film. So there's, just two examples, but you could look her up on IMDb or Wikipedia, which don't trust everything you read on Wikipedia, obviously. But you can see that she is an accomplished actress. And here she is sitting down across from this reality TV star who, just because people know her from Instagram of constantly posting pictures of herself without clothing, who's, despite her denials, constantly getting surgeries, who's abandoned her daughter at award shows, and is best known for cheating on every single husband and boyfriend she's had, and for dating Pete Davidson, that slob for some reason. That's all Kim K is known for. An adult film that, she may or may not have had a hand in leaking, or the American Horror Story. And I just think it's so funny because people want to celebrate her as some sort of feminist icon when she was literally born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her father was a wealthy lawyer and one of O.J. Simpson's lawyers. He was on the legal team, he was there for O.J. And that's what, and so she, to make out her success as just some sort of, we had to grind, we had to go. And no, you were born wealthy, you were born with riches, you were born with everything you could want. So no, don't get on your high horse and talk to me about how the media wants to celebrate independent voices and whatnot. Vanity Fair has every right to interview who they want. I'm not saying that Vanity Fair should be boycotted or anything like that, but it just shows to you the absolute state of the media. Vanity Fair is supposed to be reporting on actors and their endeavors, and doing this actor-on-actor thing, which I, again, I don't have a problem with that in itself. I sometimes I like to listen to actors talk about their craft, or actresses talk about their craft, but instead you've got the accomplished Chloe Sevigny speaking to Kim Kardashian. Why not Chloe Sevigny and Matthew Marsden, or Jeremy Irons, or Denzel Washington, or Tyler Perry? People who have actually accomplished real things in the entertainment space, instead of someone like Kim Kardashian, whose one claim to fame is an adult film and American Horror Story, then her reality show. Now, if they had wanted to do some sort of, actor-on-actor, but they say, hey, we're going to do reality stars, they could have put her with Snooki or with any of the Housewives franchise people, with someone from TLC. There is no way Kim K belongs across the table from Chloe Sevigny. It's absolutely maddening to me. And I know this video is coming off as very ranty, and maybe that's a good thing. I need to rant and get this stuff out every once in a while. But I just think it is so silly that Vanity Fair thought that this was equal. It's not. It's not even close. Like I said, Chloe Sevigny, she is a talented actress. She has had very accomplished roles. Kim Kardashian has not. She has not accomplished anything in her life. Everything is owed to the fortune that her father left her family, and then makeup brands and fashion brands and being trashy. That's all this is. And I just, every time I see how Hollywood wants to uplift them and make them seem bigger, that they're these big cultural icons, I have to break it to you. They're icons for everything that's wrong with our country, everything that's wrong with our culture, everything wrong with our society, the embodiment of woke takeover. And now, to be fair, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, now their new show is just called The Kardashians. Keeping Up with the Kardashians was around before woke was kind of the word, very politically correct. She's always trying to get, hardened murderers and criminals and drug dealers, and I'm not talking about just people who are arrested just because they had, a dime bag on them. I'm talking about, she tried to get murderers out of prison. She tried to get Trump to pardon a murderer. How does this happen? And it wasn't, now, of course, the person who was accused, he went through a trial, had a trial of his peers, and he was found guilty, and he's on death row. And she's trying to say he's innocent just by the fact that he claims he's innocent, even though his DNA was all over the crime scene, even though he had eyewitnesses say they saw him at the crime scene. Even a witness to the actual crime identified him. And it's just so maddening to me that Kim Kardashian thinks that she is contributing at all to American society. Her and her family have contributed nothing but misery, trashiness, and egos, massive, massive egos. And I'm just going to laugh at Vanity Fair. This is why the media is failing. This is why it's going down, because they can't ask the hard questions. And as Megan Kelly pointed out with Dave Rubin, I think well, recently, I'll say, the two of them were pointing this out, how, it has this net zero effect, and it's all about clicks. It's not about reporting the news or getting to know the actors and their craft and their actresses and how they prepare. Nothing like that. It's all about clicks. And this is why the media is failing. Go woke, go broke. Get woke, go broke, whatever you want to say. But for me, I'm not going to be watching Kim Kardashian give me tips, moralizing to me. Forget it. I know this was a little bit of a rant, but these are things that needed to be said. If you liked that video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I have a new video. I really feel like my channel is being throttled for some reason, because a lot of my videos, they're doing way less than they usually do. But anyway, neither here nor there. Also consider becoming a channel member. You get all kinds of perks. Once a week, I do a members or first look, where you get to watch the video before it goes out to everyone. And I will admit that one's kind of random. I just kind of pick it what I think would be of interest to my subscribers and my channel members. I'm also going to do some more live streams and whatnot. If you're like, hey, I don't want to support you on big tech, I don't blame you. If you're watching on Rumble, Odyssey, or BitChute, you can support me by going to my locals. The link is in the description. It's a great way to help out indie creators like myself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake. 'Cause I've been living life